Good morning students. Today we will start exercise 13.2. Question number 1 and 2 we have done in the book. I told you to do it in the book only. Let us start with question number 3. In question number 3, if you see, there are certain wheels are drawn there and the spokes of wheels are drawn there. And there is a table below given. In the table it is written the number of spokes and the angle between the pair of consecutive spokes. The number of spokes are given everywhere. Here the angles you have to find. 3 blanks are given. You know that in a circle the central angle is 360 degree. So to find the angle between the pair of consecutive spokes, pair means between these two spokes, what is the angle? Between these two spokes, what is the angle? Between these two spokes, what is the angle? So we have to find between a pair of consecutive spokes. Now here one pair of consecutive spokes will be like this one and this one. One pair of consecutive spokes. So to find this, what I will do to find the angle, the central angle, that is 360 degree, will be divided by the number of spokes. 360 degree divided by, here if I divide 360 by 4, I will get 90. Then I divide 360 by 6, I will get 60. Now I have to find here, so I will divide 360 by 8. You can cancel here, 8 ones are 8, here 8 fours are 32 and 8 fives are 40. So here the angle will come 45 degree. Then here when the number of spokes is 10, the the angle between the consecutive spokes, what you will do? 360 divided by 10. 0, 0 cancel. What will come? 36 degree. Similarly, for the last one, when the number of spokes is 20, 360 divided by 20, you can do and see. 360 upon 20, 0, 0 cancel, 2 ones are 18. So the angle between a pair of consecutive spokes will be 18. Now the first part is, in this question, if you turn the page, the first part is, are the angles and the number of spokes in inverse proportion to each other? So how will we check this? We will do the product of these two quantities, 90 into 4, 360. That is xy. If xy comes to be constant, if this is x, number of spokes, and angle between spokes is y, their product should be constant, then it will be said it is in inverse proportion. So when you multiply this, you get 360, 6 into 60 again 360, 8 into 45 again 360, 10 into 36 again 360, and 20 into 18 again 360. So in the first part you will write yes, it is a case of inverse proportion. In the second part, they have asked us to calculate the angle between the pair of the spokes if there are 15 spokes. So the formula, what will be the formula you will be using? 360 divided by number of spokes. You will get the angle. Angle equals to 360 divided by number of spokes. So here 360 divided by 15. Cancel. 15 ones are 50. 15 twos are 30. 24. So the angle will be 24 degree. Next is third part. In the third part they have asked how many spokes are needed if the angle between the consecutive pair of spokes is 40 degree. I have taken the help of the table which was drawn on the previous page. When the angle was 90 degree, number of spokes were 4. Now the angle is 40 degree. How many spokes are required? As we have already done in the first part, that it is a case of inverse proportion. So it is a case of inverse proportion means xy equals to constant k, or you will write x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. Now here what is missing? y2 is missing. We have to find the value of y2. So I will put the values. x1 is 90 multiplied by 4 equals to x2 is 40 multiplied by y2. To find y2, 90 multiplied by 4 upon 40. So cancel 0 by 0, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. So y2 equals to 9. Means when the angle between a pair of consecutive spokes is 40 degree, the number of spokes will be 9. Let us do question number 4. Read the question. If a box of sweets is divided among 24 children, they will get 5 sweets each. How many would each get if the number of children is reduced by 4? Now the children you are reducing by 4. When the children were 24, each child was getting 5 sweets. Now the children are reduced by 4, means from 24 it becomes 20. So how many sweets each child will get? So let the number of sweets I have assumed as x and the number of children I have assumed as y. These are two quantities. You have to make a table after this where you will write number of sweets x and number of children y. Now when the number of sweets when the number of children are 24, each child is getting 5 sweets. Now when it is reduced by 4, means 24 minus 4, it is 20. How many sweets each child will get? That is x2 you have to find. So first of all we will write whether it is a case of direct proportion or inverse proportion. See, when the number of children are more, each child will get less sweets. If the number of children are less, each child will get more sweets. So it is a case of inverse proportion. So I have written here, as the number of children are more, sweets each child will get will be less. So it is a case of inverse proportion. It is a case of inverse proportion, means the relation we will write xy equals to k, that is constant. So in place of xy, what I will write? x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. And from this table, I will put the values of x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. x1 is 5, y1 is 24, x2 we have to find and y2 will be 20. So to find x2, 5 into 24 divided by 20. Now you can cancel. 5 ones are 5, 5 fours are 20. 4 ones are 4, 4 six are 24. So 6 sweets each child will get if the number of children are reduced. Let us see now question number 8. In between I have left few questions that will be homework for you. Now come to question number 8. A factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. 42 machines are producing the articles in 63 days. How many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Now see, the number of days they have reduced. If you have the number of days are less, then what you will do so that the production remains same? You have to increase the machines. So one thing is increasing, another is decreasing. So it will be the case of inverse proportion. So what I will write, let the number of machines be x, first quantity, and the number of days be y, which is second quantity. Then I have to make this table in which the first quantity, number of machines x, number of days y. So when the number of machines are 42, number of days spent were 63. Now they have to finish the work in 54 days. So how many machines are required? That means we have to find x2. There we will write the statement, if we increase the number of machines, the days used will be less. So it is a case of inverse proportion. That is xy equals to k. The relation of inverse proportion is xy equals to k. Or what we write? x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. Now put the values. x1 42, y1 63 equals to x2 we have to find y2 54. Now to find y2, what you will do? To find x2, what you will do? 42 into 63 divide by 54. Now cancel. 2, 27, here 21. Then by 3, 9s are 3, 7s are. Then by 9, 9 ones are 9, 7s are. So you are left with 7 into 7, that is 49. Means 49 machines are required if you have to finish this work in 54 days. One more question, question number 9 I will discuss with you, then the remaining all questions will be homework. In the similar manner you have to do in your notebook, like first you have to assume the quantities x and y, then you have to make the table, then you have to write the relation why it is a case of inverse proportion, and then you have to solve it. Let us see question number 9. A car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by travelling at a speed of 60 km per hour. When car moves with a speed of 60 km per hour, it reaches in 2 hours wherever it has to go. How long will it take? Means the time you have to find if the speed of the car is 80 km per hour. Now the speed has increased. So first of all you will assume both the quantities. Let time taken be x and the speed of the car be y. Then we will make the table, time in hours, speed in kilometer per hour. In the table we will put the values. Here 60 km per hour speed the car was able to cover in 2 hours. If the speed of the car is 80 km per hour, we have to find the time here, means we have to find x2. As I have already discussed with you, speed and time, when the distance is fixed, speed and time vary inversely. If you increase the speed, you will take less time to reach the destination. If you decrease the speed, you will take more time to reach the destination. So it is a case of inverse proportion, and we will write the relation xy equals to k. That means x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. Now put the values. X1 is 2 multiplied by y1 is 60, x2 is as such, and y2 is given 80. Now to find x2, what you will do? 2 into 60 divided by 80. Cancel. 0 will cancel with 0. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are. So it has come 3 by 2. 3 by 2 or 1.5 hours. So the time taken, if the speed is 80 km per hour, the time taken will be 1.5 hours, or if you want to write it in minutes, it will be 90 minutes.